Hey guys, what's up? Goatus here, bringing you another Heroes of the Storm video. And today we're going to be playing Lili. I'll be honest with you, I was going to play Tassadar, but with the announcement of the new changes coming to Tassadar, I figure we'll probably do Tassadar later. So we're going to do Tassadar later. And I also don't know why I started with support. I plan on doing a lot of different characters, but just been in kind of a support mood, so that's what we're playing. Doing a 5-man party team. Woohoo! I have friends with a couple of friends of mine. So, of course, we have the gaming drunkard Nick Odell playing Nazeebo, Rachel playing Sylvanas, Knit Knight playing Anub, and my friend Hyland, who I commonly refer to as Dorden, playing Tracer. So, we have picked kind of a unique team comp, specifically because we're going dual specialist, but we were kind of just doing quests. My quest was support. They had some specialist quests, so this is what we decided to go with. We're going to have fun with it. Why not? It's a quick match. Let's talk about Lili really quick. Lili is a perfect intro character to play for anybody, especially support. She is a very, very easy to play, no pressure support character. Her Q ability is called Healing Brew. It automatically picks the lowest health ally, prioritizing heroes, and heals them. Just automatically. You don't have to click. Just does it. As long as they're in range. The W is a Cloud Serpent that you cast on yourself or another ally. And it attacks enemies. It lasts for 8 seconds. Her E ability is called Blinding Wind, and it blinds the 2 nearest enemies. Again, it prioritizes heroes. Those 2 enemies will miss their next 2 basic attacks. And her passive ability, when she takes damage, she gets 10% movement speed for 1 second. So when she gets hit, she gets some movement speed to help her escape. Her healing, automatically done. Her blinding winds, which is her blind, automatically gets done. Very, very easy to play character. So, again, our team, we have Lili, Anub, Nazeebo, Sylvanas, and Tracer on the Warhead Junction, going against a 4-man team, so that's not too bad. Be kind of fair. Of Thrall, Nova, Malfurion, Tyreal, and Kael. And I would have to say that is a pretty good all-around team comp. But the 5 of us play together pretty regularly, and we know kind of what to expect from everybody, and we're also in TeamSpeak. We're in Discord. So you don't see a lot of pinging. I try to ping consciously. I try to be aware of it and do it, because sometimes it's a little easier to see. But you won't see a lot of chat or anything. At level 1, we're going to take Timeless Creature. So we went with kind of a hybrid W build, pretty much all W stuff, which is the Cloud Serpent. So Timeless Creature gives our W ability, our Cloud Serpent, 50% duration. So you last for 12 seconds. And it's on a 10-second cooldown, so you can see why that's very, very potent. And at level 1, it doesn't seem very overwhelming. But Lili can pump out a lot of damage. So we decided to have our specialists split push on the lanes themselves, so 1 and 1, and then the 3 of us are going to go mid. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to get attacked by the Thrall. Kael, Nova, and Tyreal come in also. Tracer, very quick to dive in on the Thrall here. I'm keeping Tracer alive, and that's a dead Thrall. First kill goes to us. Unfortunately, I am not going to get out of here. All the what is it? Fleet Foot, I think is the passive. Not going to help me, but Tracer is able to escape, so, such is life. So we'll spawn right back here, not a big deal. Probably a little over-aggressive, but we got the Thrall kill down and eased some of that pressure in mid. The entire enemy team is mid, and they are now letting Sylvanas and Nazeebo soak those 2 lanes without any contest. You can see Nova and Thrall finally decide to go address that issue. So now we got 3 versus 3 in the middle lane. Kael, Tyreal, Malfurion, pretty well-rounded comp against a Tracer and Nubarek and Lili. So as you can see, you'll see that ring pop up for the Q ability, and it happens. I don't have to click anybody. When I cast my heal, it's going to automatically target the character that needs it the most in range of me, as prioritizing with the hero. So if there's a really dead minion, it's not going to heal the minion over your tank that has 3 more hit points than the minion, so you don't have to worry about that. Tyreal's going to pop up behind us, and unfortunately... Well, actually, no. Looks like we're going to be just fine. A new Arak tank's that okay. Dodge the Kael Thost. Really, the enemy team trying to engage on us here, but not getting much done. They have a slight experience lead, which is surprising because we were able to soak those lanes uninterrupted for some time. They do not seem to try to even go for these nukes. I come up from this side to help kind of interfere, and then Nova's going to try and gank our Tracer, but we'll just throw a heal his way. He's going to be just fine. And we're going to get out of here and regroup. We don't want to die and leave a nuke that we have captured for them to pick up. Dropping a nuke and having the enemy team pick it up is very powerful in this game, in this map, and can quickly turn a battle if you're not careful. Looks like our Anub is going to die there, unfortunately, with the gank by Nova. Not much you can do about it. Gotta have mana to heal. 3-man push on mid, looking pretty good. Looks like there's Nova, so we've got all 5 of them here. Is that correct? No, Thrall's in the bottom lane. Sylvanas left to her own devices, and she's going to take full advantage of this. You could see she's pushed up against that tower. Nova's going to try and come in here and kill me. Lili is really, really hard to kill. Do not be fooled by the fact she is an innocent little panda healer. She is tough and can early game almost 1v1 anybody. She is hard to kill. Enemy team pushing in here really hard still, trying to get down this mid. I guess they're trying to make room to get to core when they do get nukes, but they're really not getting anything done. This is bizarre. You can see I got that Cloud Serpent out, and he's just going to keep going and helping me attack and create damage for us. Important to say, level 4, we took Mending Serpent. So our little Cloud Serpent buddy, every time he attacks, heals. He heals whoever he's attached to. So if I cast him on a Anub, it'll heal a Anub every time it attacks somebody. If it's on me and it's attacking, it's healing me. So, yeah, great. We get level 7 first, and we're going to go with Lightning Serpent. Our Cloud Serpent's attack bounces to the 3 nearby enemies. I don't know if those splash attacks heal also. I don't think they do. So Thrall comes in here. We're going to blind him, so his basic attacks are going to do nothing for us. And we're just going to keep healing here. Malfurion and Tyreal join the fray. Not much in terms of team fighting going on here. Looks like Tracer's going to join us down here in mid. And the enemy team really committed to this 4 to 5-man middle lane push. Nova looking to probably gank. I'm sure she's around here somewhere. We'll just keep healing our Anub. Nope, Anub's not going to make it. Tracer's going to split off. I'm just going to come back here and get underneath the safety of the tower. I can heal myself, so they're going to have a hard time bursting me down. Probably getting a little aggressive here, but I got the Cloud Serpent. As it's attacking, it's going to heal me, get caught in that living bomb. Nukes are up, so we need to kind of focus on this. We're in pretty bad shape. I am incredibly low on mana and health. But if you look up in that top lane, we got this tier 1 tower down. And we have a camp pushing now down that middle lane. And let's see, Kael Foss is going to go down. Tracer's going to come in here, help us probably get the kill on this Thrall. Anub comes in, joins the fray. Thrall, trying to run, kind of goes the wrong way. Tracer's going to get him down. Now we have a dead Thrall and a nuke on the ground, and this is going to be a really big advantage for us if we can grab this. Tracer comes up, throw the blinding flash out there, but I don't have any mana. I'm going to just get enough mana to do it. I'm going to throw it, blind the Nova. So her basic attacks are going to miss now. A great counter to this particular team comp. Thrall, Tyreal, and Nova are very basic attack focused. I shouldn't say Tyreal so much. And I mean, Tyreal and Thrall have abilities, but not quite their mainstay. Nova's going to pop up, get the gank on me. Nazeebo with a really well-timed Gargantuan over this nuke to help fend it off. This is going to buy us enough time to respawn, and we're all still fighting over this nuke. And in the meantime, while they have been wasting their time focusing on this, that top camp now is really starting to get some lane pressure in here, and it's going to be on this tier 2 soon. We're going to hit level 10 before the enemy team, so we should have a really big advantage. Nubrak comes in just to interrupt this Kael thoughts. They almost got away with getting that nuke, but unfortunately, fortunately for us, that's not going to happen, and they have been fighting so long. Malfurion is out of mana. I have got the Jug of 1,000 Cups, and they're not going to be able to outdamage through this. It's our heroic ability. It rapidly heals for 6 seconds. It just automatically starts throwing brews out to everybody for a really big chunk of healing. Nazeebo's going to come in, drop the nuke. I'm going to come in on top. Now, Nazeebo placed it for area to try and get the gate and the towers down. I'm going to place it right down on top of the actual keep or fort. Thrall actually got caught up in that, almost died. That's too bad. That would have been great. I really want to try and finish that off, but the enemy team is approaching us. We're just going to go ahead and get out of here. This whole time we have spent, we're at 7, almost 8 minutes. They have been fighting 3 of us in the middle lane with their entire team, and it's starting to really show. Nazeebo has gotten the bottom lane cleared out with the tier 1 defense. I'm going to jump in here, take one of the hits for our Tracer, and she also gets behind the wall. So Nova with the ult, triple tap, not able to do anything. Just throw a heal here and then throw up the jug. The jug, what is it? Jug of 1,000 cups, 1,000 jugs. A whole lot of titties. Only a 70-second cooldown, so it comes up pretty rapidly. And it's 100 mana. So it's pretty easy to pop, you know, in the beginning of a team fight if needed, to get through the initial burst, and then also at the end. Tyreal trying to come in and interrupt me, but Tracer and a new wreck with a good body blocks. Another nuke is dropped here. Our drunk gaming brother-in-law is able to grab that. Gonna try and get this off. I do get it off. Probably not the best idea, though. Considering that fort is almost dead, that wasn't really a good idea, but I felt like it would give us a big advantage to get all of the tier 1 structures down. And now we have a lot more map to fight in that is safer for us. You can see our fort is still up in the middle lane. All that work they have done, they have gotten nothing accomplished. Sylvanas pushing up on top. They're getting a good lane push on the bottom lane, but again, nothing to really worry about. Alright, so we are now level 13, and we are going to take Elusive Feat. Was kind of torn on what to take here. I kind of felt like more damage reduction is probably going to be good because they do have a lot of basic attacks. What Elusive Feat does is every time our trait procs, Elusive Feat has a cooldown, but let me explain it. Every time we get attacked, we get 75 physical armor, which gives us 75% attack reduction for 2 attacks, 2 basic attacks. It can't happen more than once every 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds, when we get attacked, or as we're getting attacked, we get 75% damage reduction on basic attacks. So Nova is a perfect example. On top of that off with the blinding winds, and we can blind an enemy so they miss 2 attacks, that basically gives us 4 attacks that we can get hit with, and nothing happens. I mean, we could heal through the 25% of damage we take. Little fight going on up here. Doesn't seem like our team is really struggling. Nova trying to get out of this. Does kill the Tracer. Trying to run. Able to blind the Nova. She knows she can't do anything about it. She does go invisible, but if you look carefully, you could still see that shimmer. We are chasing her. She goes into here, and Anub and I are able to flush her out, get the kill on Nova, and that was a little aggressive of her. Top and bottom, big camps pushing in. Friendly team here is talking about getting boss. I didn't agree with it. Especially now that the objectives come up at first. But then I decided, you know what, we're clearly not having any problem here. And they're busy clearing out these camps. And then after that, they're going to have to get nukes. And even if they got these nukes, we are so far ahead in terms of structure, we're really going to be okay. So we just let's just nuke this down real quick. We can get this pretty quickly. We have a nuke of our own already because we were able to grab 1. Tracer is grabbing another right now. So we'll get 2 of the 4 nukes, plus the boss. Not really a bad trade there, so keep that lane pressure going on the top lane. Give them something else now that they have to deal with. So they're dropping nukes on mid and bot. Not really a big deal. They didn't get much damage done on those. We're going to just take this vision back. I haven't really wasted a lot of time contesting over it. Didn't need to. And we have a nuke going down here in mid. Going on the tier 2. Nova gets a good gank there on Nazeebo. I pop jugs here by myself, but I didn't want to die and be missing for any team fights, especially now that we're already down a person. So that was my thinking there. I don't know if it was really the right call or not. I surely would have died without it, and if I'm dead, I'm not healing. We get level 16 here, and we're going to take Serpent Sidekick. Anytime we cast our dragon on an ally, we get a version of it on ourselves as well. So, incentive to spread that thing around as much as we can. And we're going to push in here. We seem to really not be having any problem attacking. Probably a good time to call for a retreat. They're wanting to capture boss. Nova's going to come in here and interrupt me, but not much he can do. Just mount up and get out of there. Again, that 25%, or excuse me, 75% damage reduction. You could see those attacks didn't do anything. In fact, I think Dordan, playing Tracer, even commented that he was really surprised by how little damage I took. You get a lot of damage reduction. They are here, and they're going to follow us into boss. However, there's only 4 of them. Kael'thas is going to go down really quick here, it looks like. I'm going to pop jugs and keep my entire team alive. Malf does have a similar ability, but hasn't used it yet, and Nova that's going to be the illusion. Thrall went down. I don't even know where he was at. Tracer's going to go in here, finish off the Malfurion. Now they're without their Thrall and their Malf. Gives us a huge advantage. We're going to go back in here, get this boss. And you can see we casted that dragon on Rachel, playing Sylvanas there, and we get one for ourselves. And all those little bits of damage, they add up. Yeah, Nova's going to come in, try to get the gank on Sylvanas, able to heal her through that, and also take some body block shots there while Anub is. In fact, I think maybe even one of the beetles took it. Nukes are going to spawn. We have boss already pushing. That was much better timing on our part. And really just pretty one-sided this whole match. And big part of it is because we did not spend time doing unnecessary team fights. And we focused on getting that experience early and pushing early in the game carefully. What they did was a high risk, high reward. And in fact, I was recently watching a video of Grubby, who I just started watching. I do watch a lot of other YouTubers and streamers, and I think there's some really good ones out there. Grubby is the first time I watched this video. He was talking about why you go 5-man mid in meta for Here's the Storm. Why does everybody go 5-man mid? Well, it's basically self-perpetuating meta, is his words, exactly. Anub's going to get caught up here in the root, but we're able to heal her through that. Tracer working on finishing off this Malf again. Malfurion poorly positioning in this. Positioning is so important. Tyreal goes down. It is now a 5v3 with the boss pushing on core, and this is going to be GG for sure. So I just want to touch really quick on what we were just talking about. The everybody goes 5-man mid rush tactic. It's exactly, this is a perfect example of it. If it works, we're going to rewind to that actually. I'm just going to skip around here. If this 5-man rush works, you get a huge advantage. If we went 5 and they went 5, short of whoever wins the fight itself for that moment, would become the winner. But if nobody wins and we just kind of battle back and forth and then we all go off our separate lanes, nobody wins. If the enemy team goes 5, we go 3, which is what happened, and they get nothing to show for it, we have a massive advantage at this point. All 5 of their team members are doing the work of 3 of ours. They're trying to push in and they can't. While that is happening, Sylvanas and Nazeebo are working on the top and bottom lanes. Now, that gives us a little extra experience. Obviously, you get a little bit for each lane you're working. But then factor that in with the experience they're not getting, and you can see how that can really blow up. So I just want to kind of touch on this right here. So there's 3 of us. We have a tank, an assassin, a healer. There's their 3. They have started to try to do this 3-person split, and then you can see when they do this, they have a Nova up in the top lane. It's not really a great wave clearer, but she's getting at least the experience if she's body soaking. And they got Thrall in the bottom down here. And they start to catch back up in these levels. But as this starts to go on, we're just going to keep going here. You can see 3, 4, pretty even. They actually have the advantage all the way to 5. And then here. They are working so hard on me right now, and I don't know what it is that they're trying to accomplish. They're just coming in, they're getting hit once or twice, and then they leave. And while this is going on, we got the top for it. And then down here, Nazeebo is going to get the bottom for it. And they're still working on this, and we start to really pull away with the experience at this point. So just kind of keep that in mind. Soaking is so important. Cannot stress it enough. So we'll just go back here to GG and we'll wrap this video up. That was my tangent, my long drawn out tangent. I hate when people just don't soak experience. It's really the best way to win. Just be a higher level than them. Get your talents first, you'll be stronger. It's that simple. You can't overcome that. MVP Tracer, very much agreed. Namely because of awesome healing. And then our 2 split pushers. Lots of damage done with the warheads, mercenary captures, just like you would expect. And a show of unity for our Tracer. We all voted for him. We'll take a look at the stats and the build real quick, and then I'll leave you guys alone. So that was it. That was Lili. Awesome character to play, especially if you're new. I really recommend her. She helped me really learn the game when I first started playing her. So there's a look at the stats. You can see plenty of healing, just as much. Actually, we did a little bit more healing than Malfurion and almost triple the damage. For the talent build, we took Timeless Creature, Mending Serpent, Lightning Serpent, Jug of 1,000 Cups. At 10, at 13, we took Elusive Feet. At 16, we took Serpent Sidekick, and really, she's got some great level 20 talent. So that's all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Talk to you guys later.